YouTube. I'm kind of, how's everybody? Good to see everybody. Everybody, do me a favor, whether you're watching this next week, next month, or next year, do me a favor and hit the like button. Take 2 seconds and hit the like button. Let me check and make sure my Bluetooth is off, and then I'm going to talk about something. Let me make sure my Bluetooth is off. You'll see it black for 1 second. Okay, so my Bluetooth is off, and let's wrap. Bruce, Cope, Dogged Dog. What's up, Cope Dog? 5x5. What's up, my brother? Good to see everybody. I will get that microphone fixed this week. Les Paul, how are you? I can barely see, but I can see it a little bit. Press with Rancor. What's going on, my friend? Mikey, what's going on, Mikey B? Did you get my email? Love you, brother. Love you, man. Love all you guys. It's so good to see you. Cope Dogged Dog is in the hizzy. I'm a little bit fired up. I just finished a video. I set the premiere for Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in my opinion, of all the videos that I've made for this time and in this era, in this current system of tyrannical oppression, a police state, prison state, death state that we all are so abundantly aware of. I was watching Lawz Law the other day, and he said on there, it's just happening everywhere. It's everywhere. That's what Lawz Law said. He's real middle of the road vanilla, you know, doesn't, he's not quite as aggressive as this group of people are. And so the video that I have coming out on Sunday morning, and you know, whether YouTube is going to clear it or not, I don't care. I'm gonna air it Sunday morning at 7 a.m. And so it's the most important video I think I've ever made for this time and this era, for what's happening now. Now, it might not be the most important video in 10 years. It wasn't the most important video 5 years ago, but it's the most important video that I've ever made up until this point now, Sunday morning at 7 a.m. And I just set it for a premiere because YouTube, I uploaded it yesterday. YouTube said, we're not going to monetize your video. So then I took it down, recut it, really, really made it PG. You don't get to see anything, but you understand what happened. And so it's called Wide Angle. It's going to come out on Sunday. And, you know, at the end of it just now, the reason why my hands are shaking is because, Greg, what's going on, brother? How are you, Shock Professor? How is everybody? Good to see you guys. Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button. Just bam, hit that like button real fast. And then do me a favor, drop down in the comments where you are watching from. I don't care where you're watching from. Just put in the comments where you're watching from. Just write it right there. Just doop, just boop, put it right there. Just take it and write it. So you're from Athens, Georgia. You're from New York. You're from somewhere in Western United States. You're from in an undisclosed location in Australia. Just write it and put it right there so I can know who's watching this broadcast. So what is going on with the Playboy? Everybody hit the like button. Okay. All right. I'm super kind of emotional right now because the video that I just made, like, oof, Oregon, what's going on, Oregon? Good to see you. The video that I just made, the reason, you know, you guys are seeing the cop stuff, the cop outtakes, you know, but that's just when I'm just talking in the camera, just blah, right? But I rented that cop suit for a reason. I rented that cop suit so that I could show you guys something called Wide Angle. And Wide Angle is going to come out Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's one of those videos that makes you just think to yourself, wow, how many times did I not stop and start filming? How many times did I skip filming because I said, oh, it's okay, it's no big deal. And then I just didn't get the video of something that later ties into something that where all of a sudden now someone isn't wondering what happened to their dad or their brother or their son, you know. So that's the big thing. That's the big thing. Let me put my glasses on for 1 second here. Boop, boop, doop, boop. Betty Boop. Betty Boop. Cope Dog Tabitha, what's going on? I can't see. There we go. There we go. Les Paul, what's going on, Playboy? What's going on? Let me see who else is in here. SWE Observer, what's up? Basil, what's going on? How are you? The Department of Willis Point Department in Texas. You need me to audit the Willis Point Department in Texas. Boop, boop, doop, boop. Tribune, what's going on, Tribune? Greg, how are you? Good to see everybody, man. What is going on? Jeffrey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? John, how are you? T. Moore, good to see you. Victor, what's going on? Massachusetts, what's going on, dude? What is going on? What's going on? Lakeland, Florida. So what's going on, everybody? Anyway, so I just wanted to come on for a little bit and talk about I was talking to someone on the phone, and in the next 100 years, they're in history, they're gonna say, you mean that they used to kidnap people off the street and drag them down, strip their clothes off them, look up every orifice they can, and then shackle them and put them in a cage and believe that it's going to make a human being better. What's going on, Indiana? In 100 years, there's going to be history books written, and they're going to go, yeah, used to be that one guy put a badge on, and then he would drive down the road, and if he didn't like how you looked and felt like maybe he was suspicious of you, he could just run up and grab you, throw you on the ground, put his knees in your neck, his knees in your back, and that was perfectly fine. And most people applauded it and were like, yay, good, yay. Hey, listen, I got to warn everybody, you guys got to be cool, because I got a couple of moderators that if you guys say anything that's kind of blah, 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 the moderators will just whack you. And I think someone just accidentally got whacked. So you just got Phoebe, someone just got timed out, and the moderator said that they didn't mean to do that. So that was an accident. Apologize about that, whoever got timed out just now. But they're boop, 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 boop. Anyway, all right. So listen, so I got a premiere coming out this Sunday, and I want everybody to watch the video. It's going to be one of those videos where you just think to yourself, oh man, Kentucky, what's up? It's going to be one of those videos that's coming out on Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's called Wide Angle. I set the premiere. YouTube demonetized it. I recut it, put it back up. Now YouTube is reviewing it to see if they're going to demonetize it. It's one of those videos that will go into your head and you'll go, man, because it's something that we have all thought about. And just so you know, a big shout out to one of my buddies who actually explained it to me. It's the wide angle. It's the wide angle. And the reason why, what's going on? Bruce is in the house. The reason why they don't want First Amendment auditors is because you create the wide angle, that the truth comes out, where you get to find out whether or not your son or daughter or your dad or your uncle or your cousin really actually resisted to the point where the police needed to shoot that person or kill that person or tase that person to death, as we've seen recently. As you know, we can't show these. Only the news organizations can show them, because if we show the man who was just tased to death by 6 different tasers, I can't show it. They'll make it so you can't do this. You have to do something else. You won't be able to do this. They'll kick you off of YouTube sooner or later. They send you little warnings. Cope Dog and Dog is in the house, everybody. Bruce, what's going on? Yeah, YouTube is, well, as you guys know, I'm currently in a lawsuit against YouTube for copyright infringement. So, I'm sure, we saw with Twitter that the tech companies are able to put filters on different profiles. We saw it. Now, I don't think that YouTube has me on a filter. I think that YouTube is such a gigantic company, that the algorithms and the things they create will work against you if you don't do what they want you to do. And so they demonetized this video. And as you guys know, every video you work on takes hours and hours and hours and hours. And so then I had to take it down. I deleted it. I recut the whole video, and then I put it back up. And I've sent it to a few people, a few of my moderators who are in my inner circle that have been here forever. So shoot me an email, and I want to send you the unlisted version so you can watch it. Actually, it's on a premiere schedule now, so I can't send out the unlisted version. I still have the link, though. I wonder if the link will still work or if it'll bring you to the premiere. I'm not quite sure. But this video is it's gonna make everybody think. It's gonna make everybody think. Everybody's gonna think. Hit the like button. I'm sorry, my hands are shaking, and I'm just, yo, Rocco, what's going on? How are you? People News Today, what's going on? Troll Hunter, how are you? How is everybody? So good to see everybody. So good to see all my friends. I appreciate you guys coming. Thanks for giving me a chance here to blah. But, and the cool part is now I'm within a few days of starting my next project, Constitutional Law Scholar, and that's going to it's going to start within, I would say, probably a week now, because as you can see, everything is ready to go, and so now I'm going to shoot Constitutional Law Scholar, and the way I'm doing it is I'm breaking down little segments of John Locke. Oh, thank you so much, Sempest. Sempest has been a new member. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm breaking down, because remember, I'm autodidactic. I want to make sure I say it properly so no one sends me pronunciations, but I do appreciate that sometimes. So in other words, if you're autodidactic, you're a great big ADHDer, or you didn't. I learn best when I just get to learn the way I want to learn. So I learned constitutional law by listening to professors all across YouTube. And so what I've done to teach Constitutional Law Scholar is I've taken little samples of what the professors have taught me online, and I take little samples of that, and then I break down those samples differently than they do, but in understanding what the principles of John Locke's were, especially in Essays in Understanding Humanity. A lot of people, they don't equate education with a non-criminal element. So the more that you, and this is all, remember, I'm a great big dunce cap. I just read people who are smart, and then I'm able to translate that so that you guys can understand it, and people who aren't constantly reading, John Locke stuff. So, hey, Brookside, Alabama, I hope you guys are okay. Big shout out to Brookside. So what I've done is I've taken a little piece from professors that I've learned from on YouTube, John Locke's philosophies of Essays in Understanding Humanity, and also natural law, and I break those down. I break them down into little tiny segments, and I apply real world understanding to constitutional base so that you understand how your rights are being violated, and how, like I was saying earlier, in 100 years, they will write books and they will say, you mean that one guy used to be able to walk up to another guy and grab him off the street and drag him down to a dungeon, take off all of his clothes, and untold can happen to him? Yes, in 100 years, that's what they'll say, because the truth is, with the cameras, evolution has to happen. The evolution of humanity has to happen. So that's going to be happening pretty quick. Whoa. That was... YouTube CEO stepping down and leeching off content creators. That's funny. That's hilarious. You guys, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. I mean, even if you're watching this later, just hit the like button. It matters so much in the YouTube algorithm, and you have to play this game. Like I said, I have an amazing video that I wanted to share. I almost just put it out, and then I put it up, and YouTube immediately dinged it and demonetized it. So then I recut it. What's going on, David? How is it? How are you guys? How is everybody? I literally only wanted to come on to talk about this premiere coming out Sunday morning at 7 a.m. called Wide Angle. Wide Angle. and actually my buddy sent me an artificially created wide angle camera. So I'm going to put that on the cover of this, but I just wanted to get the premiere out. So set your calendar for Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tell your friends, because wide angle will really, I think it's really gonna change some things. The way people think, the way they see it, the way we understand how body cameras just don't work, the way you and I understand that, but other people will start to see it. And so that's the reason why I'm here now. It's the reason, this is kind of the reason why I exist. This is the reason why I was born, is to do exactly what I'm doing right now. And I will never, ever, 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 ever stop. I will not stop until the system is changed. I will not stop. I sit behind a computer most of the time, trying to figure out ways to teach others that they have rights, and that our rights are completely circumvented and lost and stolen by this absolute tyrannical police state. It's incredible. And every single day you drive by somebody and you see them being pulled over, and wide angle on Sunday is going to teach you the reason why, even if you're 50 yards away, you should pull your camera out and just take a shot. Just film for a minute. Just film for 1 minute. You know what, you're 50 yards away. There's actually someone already there filming, but you just pull your camera out and you get that wide angle. And that wide angle shot that you caught, game changer. Game changer. It changed everything. That wide angle 1 minute clip that you got when you were at the stoplight and you were like, hey, Bill, the cops got someone pulled over there. So you're like, oh, okay, let me get my camera out and let me just take a video of this real quick. And they're talking like, oh man, looks like that cop's getting a little aggressive. Oh yeah, it looks like that cop's really getting a little aggressive. And then they drive away and they hear on the news later that guy got shot, and they go back and look at their video. A gun was pulled, and they watch their video and they see on their video that when the cop pulled out his gun, the other guy didn't have a gun. I'm telling you, it's the wide angle camera. It's your wide angle, the person who's never filmed a cop before. It's your wide angle camera. That's the game changer. And just so you guys know, we absolutely saw it in the James Sheets murder. We absolutely saw it. The person who took the video from 100 yards away, and we saw from 100 yards that cop leaned into the car. He leaned into the car, and James Sheets is dead. Why is he leaning into the car? He's leaning into the car because he's planting a gun. And then we don't know if guns on the floorboard, is that when they planted the gun? But we can tell you one thing's for sure. When the shield was up and the guy walked to the window of the car, all the other cops turned and faced the other way. So wide angle comes out Sunday morning at 7 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern. Whether YouTube approves it or not, I don't care. I don't care. I care. I gotta keep the wheels on the car. I gotta keep focused on staying afloat. But at the same time, people have to see wide angle. So I put it out. So in case anything, happens to me, at least it'll still premiere. You always got to think today could be the last. You got to just be grateful for the moments we do have, which is why I'm glad you guys came. Thank you for coming. So we don't stop. 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 And when you guys see wide angle, show it to someone who has never filmed a cop before. Ask your friends if they've ever filmed a cop before. Say, hey, have you ever filmed a cop before? And if they say no, then say, I want to show you this one video. It is literally 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and then it's me showing some wide angles at the end. But the gist of it is 5 or 6 minutes long. And you really, truly get to understand how important your wide angle camera is. How important it is for you to pull out your phone and film that cop. It's the premiere's already set. The wide angle, I don't care if there's an auditor there filming the cops and saying stuff to them. If you're 50 yards away and you just pull your camera out and you just get a clip, your clip, James Sheets, could show us that they planted a gun. James James' widow has said 1,000 times she's been with him since she was 15 years old. She was 30 years old when he was murdered. He never had guns. He didn't go shooting with friends. She didn't find any bullets in the house. She never found a gun, ever. 15 years together. We all see red flags. We all see red flags. We all see a red flag, right? And she never saw that. So it's absolutely incredible to me that, you know, and here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that really just kind of has, how many people, when they see the cops approaching them, how many people, when they driving down the street, they see the cherries and berries at the end of the street. They literally can see that there are cops. They got their lights on. You're looking at them. You can see them. You're going like this, and then you go, oh, there's some cops down there, and they got their lights on. Okay, you see them. Why is your phone still in your pocket? How come your phone's still in your pocket? You just saw cops. You just saw cops. Why is your phone still in your pocket? I'm talking to you. I'm putting my finger in your chest. Man up, lady up, woman up. I don't care what you want to say. Trans up, gay up. I don't care. Alien up. You seen a copper. Why is your phone still in your pocket? What's your phone doing in your pocket? I just saw a cop. Phone comes out. That guy could kill you. That guy could shoot somebody. Why is your phone in your pocket? Oh, listen, if you can't take it, I'm sorry. I can't take living in a police state, prison state, death state that we have seen. The only remedy for it is transparency. There's nothing else that has changed anything in this police state, prison state, death state. Nothing has changed until the camera. And now I've been saying it. It's a game changer. The camera's the game changer. I've been saying it and I've been saying it and I've been saying it, right? But then when I dressed up like that cop and I had the body cam, I knew that if you and I get a dust up, that we're this close. This is how close we are. This is how close it is if you and I have a physical problem with one another. This is the body cam. Who can see that? Do you see that? Who can see that? Who put a 1 in the chat if that's true. Put a 1 in the chat if it's true. That if I'm a copper and I grab a hold of you and we get into a dust up, it's this. It's this. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Your wide angle camera changes the story, changes the narrative. And what do you hear when that cop has got somebody and they're doing, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting. Meanwhile, I just got the guy's head down right here on the ground. I'm sticking his face in the concrete and my body's just jostling. Stop resisting, stop resisting. His head's in the concrete. The wide angle camera is the wide angle camera. It's your wide angle camera. Wide angle comes out Sunday morning at 7 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern. It's one of those videos that after I made it, when I was producing it, yo, Scrub, love you, buddy. Good to see you. When I was producing it, when I was producing the video, I was like, this is a good idea to make sure that we show them that the wide angle is the only outlet to justice. Your wide angle. Certainly not that cop's body camera. How many times did we hear the cops say and all agree that he went for another cop's gun? And on the body camera, just so you guys know, without the wide angle camera, Tyre Nichols would have been just another dead brother. Just another one. He went for the gun. It would have been written up in Wikipedia in 10 years, and someone else who's like me would have looked it up in 10 years and said, oh, Tyre Nichols, he went for the cop's gun, is what it says here. It was not the body cameras that got the murderous cops in Memphis. It was the wide angle camera. It was the wide angle camera. That's what it was. Right here. It's this right here. It's from over here. I'm filming me with my phone talking to you guys. This camera over here tells a different story. Right here, I'm at a bookshelf. I'm on a wall. The camera over here tells a different story. It could all be designed. It could all be set up. So the body camera footage can all be manipulated. Press with Rancor is telling me that the audio of his body cam footage was manipulated. That's what he's saying to me. That's what he's telling me. That his body camera footage was manipulated. So wide angle comes out this Sunday morning at 7 a.m. And if YouTube doesn't approve it, then they don't approve it. But wide angle, I'll be up at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'll be live at 6 a.m. until the premiere comes out at 7 a.m. because I'll be on live for an hour before it comes on, so that people will come and watch it, because it's worth it. It's worth it to get people to understand the power that they're holding, that they leave in their pocket when they see a cop. And that to me is like, you know what? The dude does not abide. The dude does not abide. Anybody know what that's from? Does anybody know what that's from? Does anybody know what that's from? The dude does not abide. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody? First person? The dude does not abide. I'm waiting. I can't see it. Boom. Scrubzilla. Oh, someone else got it at the same time. John Smith. John Smith got it at the same time. Boom. Dude. No, the Big Lebowski. Oh yeah. Top 5 favorite movies of all time, The Big Lebowski. Absolutely amazing film. And they said they're going to make an additional movie, a sequel. I just don't know if I'll be able to watch it, because the original was so good, so good, so good. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and blah, 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 and just, because I realized that so many people, we all have friends, right? We all have friends, we all have family. I mean, I hope you have friends and family. And our friends and our family don't really understand that the cops are trained to scream, "Stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting." Because the body camera footage, either one, will never be disseminated or will be edited, or two, the body cam footage that you'll see will be just this. You won't be able to see what's really going on. And so that's the reason why I made wide angle. It's only 10 minutes from beginning to end, 10 minutes and 1 second. I made it super short so that people could get the gist of it within 6 minutes. And then the last 3 minutes is me showing how, I'll let you guys see the video. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Big shout out to my people. Big shout out to my people. You guys know who you are. Big shout out to my people. Love you guys. There's people who are on this journey to change things. There's people who are dedicated to changing things, and they're here. They come to this room, they come to these videos, and they watch. And big shout out to you. If you're one of my people, drop in the comments and let me know. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. All right, listen, I got to get back to work. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. To all my people, I absolutely love you. Drop down in the comments where you're watching from and let me know if you're one of the people who's never going to stop until we change this shit system, until we change this system. I do not accept a tyrannical, murderous police state. I do not accept it. I don't accept it. And I won't stop. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.